Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Things GarageBand. I'm Jeremy Haws. Today I'm going to show you guys how to create parallel compression for your drums. And the reason you want to learn how to do this is parallel compression gives your drums that life, that punch, that oomph you're looking for. Yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Yeah. Alright guys, so here we are in GarageBand, and in the last couple videos in the series we created ourselves a drummer track, then we did bass, guitars, we'll come back and dial those in later, then we bounced our drummer to MIDI. Right here is a drummer, we bounce it to MIDI, this track. This is just a track we'll use to duplicate the rest of the tracks, okay? Once we made this track, we split this track up into separate tracks, into overheads, kicks, snares, toms, drum room, snare verb, parallel compression, parallel grit. We haven't dialed any of these in yet, but I went ahead and did that already so you can kind of hear what we're doing. Let me show you what I'm talking about real quick, okay? So here's our overheads, our cymbals, kick, snare, toms are coming up right here. Okay, drum room with snare verb. Here's our parallel compression. Gives it some punch, and parallel distortion, parallel grit. Let me just single out these to show you what these are doing. This is our parallel distortion, or parallel compression. Hear that? It's that life, that punch of the drums, okay? And then also parallel grit, we just barely want this in there. We want really gnarly sounding, okay? But we're barely, this is just to color the MIDI a little bit. Okay, see what we're doing? All right, cool. So first off, parallel compression, that's what we're starting with here, okay? So if you've been following along, we've already duplicated and named this track, everything, and we already have a directional mixer on there. But make sure, if you're just starting with this video just to learn parallel compression or buses, directional mixers right here. So you go into imaging and find directional mixer, click on that, and then we spin this to 180 degrees. It flips your drum kit around. So when you're listening from speakers, it sounds like you're sitting in front of the band, listening to the whole band, instead of sounding like you're sitting behind the drums. It just makes it sound like, you know, when you're listening to music, you're usually listening to a band, so you want to be out in front of them. Your drummers will appreciate this. And make sure, if you haven't been following along, that you do this on, if you're going to use all the kit together, make sure that it's on every single piece, everything, okay? Or it's going to get muddy and sound bad. Okay, so we got, after the directional mixture, what we've got is, oh, and another thing before we go any farther, parallel compression, make sure that you have your hi-hats, cymbals, all that stuff, rides, all that turned off, okay? We just want our kick, snare, and toms in this. What will happen if it's on, it'll give this, when you add the compression, it'll give this sucking sound, like pumping sound, and yeah, so, and that brings me to my next thing is the channel EQ, okay? You can find the channel EQ right in Dynamics, right? No, I'm sorry, under EQ, channel EQ, duh. And so I like to bring my, click on this is the high pass filter, and I like to bring this out to about 40, 50. This gets rid of the really low subs, which will also cause a sucking, phasey, weird, sound, like a wobble sound. You don't want this at all, okay? And so that will help that get rid of those lows. Also, I've got a bell filter here at turn this off. I got a bell filter here at 250 hertz, and I got about 2 dBs cut, and a Q about 60. Okay, this gets rid of some of the mud. Okay, and then I've got a bell filter just at about 5K, about 5,000 hertz. And I got about 1 dB there, and this is just to give it a little bit more punch, okay? And that's all I'm going to do with this, okay? And then you got your makeup gain here, okay? So so now that we've got that, let me turn off the compression for this. There shouldn't be much of a difference. Let me turn it up. You want it to be about the same loudness that it was before that. Okay, next this is really cool. This is where you're going to get a free compressor today, okay, guys? This is called FETISH, and this is by Analog Obsession. Let me show you what it looks like. This is an awesome compressor, okay? This is like, the reason it's called FETISH, it's modeled after a FET compressor, which is just great for drums, I personally think, okay? And this gives it a lot of punch, all that good stuff, punch life. I use this, I believe, on my kick and my snare. Yeah, it works great for drums. So anyways, I'll have a link at the end of this video. I mean, in the description that you can just go and get this from Analog Obsession, and they got all kinds of awesome free compressors, distortion, reverb, everything. Like, they have a lot of stuff, and they're just a great company, and they're completely free. But if it'd be really nice if you got it, you can give a little to them, because that's really cool what they do there. You know, I really love their compressors and all their stuff. Actually, it's pretty neat. So anyway, so once you've downloaded that, so if you need to stop, pause it, and go download this bad boy, it's going to be your audio units under Analog Obsession up here at the top. Okay, see, I have all kinds of free stuff from them, and here's FETISH right here. So click on FETISH once you've downloaded that bad boy, and it'll look like this. Okay, so for making parallel compression, we're going to slam the heck out of this. Okay, and also we're not going to worry about this part. We don't need this right now. I never really use this. Okay, but this is like high pass filter, low pass filter. We use channel EQ for that. Okay. But so this is your input. This is basically your threshold. This is how much you're going to affect, how much you're going to do ratio, or how much you're going to do on this. Okay, I'm not going to explain what attack and ratio and all that stuff is. Okay, it's just, it gets a little more depth. I'll have a video that explains compression later on. Okay, but anyway, so this is your bypass button. This is like how much it affects your drums, and also your output. This is like your makeup gain, because this will turn it down a lot. And then your attack, release, ratio, and mix. Okay, so let me take you through here and show you what I'm doing here. Okay, this is it on, this is it off. I got it slammed. Got it too slammed. That's about where I want it. Okay, so that's your input. You want to get yourself about, you're going to have to redo the input when we're done doing attack and release and all that, but to hear it, I just pump it up. You want to give this anywhere from -10 to -20 dB cut, or dB reduction in this. Okay, with your input, your threshold, it's just called input in this one. Okay. And then I like, because my BPM, my tempo is 130, so it's going to be different if you got a slower song. So remember that, okay? But so you just got to check around. But so this doesn't always say milliseconds, like a lot of Analog Sessions, just done a little different. I do about 500 around here, anywhere from 400 to 700 for the attack for this speed of a song, 130. Okay. I also click on this slam button. We really want to get it sounding nasty. It's not supposed to sound too good by itself. It's actually supposed to sound bad. It's supposed to just give our punch. This is not supposed to be heard. It's supposed to be more felt when you're doing this. Okay. And it's always good to do this in the context of your whole mix also. But since I'm doing this video, I'm just going to show you guys how to do this without everything going at once. We'll do that in a second. Okay, the release, I'm going to have it a little bit faster. So the tech is about a medium slow, okay? And for BPM 130 tempo, you know? And then I want about a medium fast for my release for this, which is about 400 milliseconds here. And then the ratio, I've got it at 8:1. We want this higher than normal. And the mix for this one, always 100 wet. Mix 100% wet, okay? So let me show you again, hit play, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is your drum kit without any of this effect on it. This is with it on it, okay? Make sure, now your output, this output is when you have, this is where it's usually going to be. So you're going to hear how quiet it is when it's bypassed. The output's the makeup gain after you've done all this stuff. But you go ahead and turn it up when you're dialing this in so you can hear what you're doing. Check this out. That's your regular with the effect on without the output on, is right here. Output goes, you want it to be about the same loudness as it was before you turn it on and off. Yeah, that worked just fine. Okay, so let me see what I've got about -15 or ish reduction, gain reduction here. Okay, let's show you. Let's dial this in a little bit, and then we'll bring in our parallel grid. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. Turn off our drum room and drums and our snare verb just for now. I'm gonna show you. This gives it life some punch. Okay. Bring back in my drum room. snare bird. Yeah, it should be felt, not heard too much. Alright guys, so again, there'll be a link in the description to your Analog Obsession plugins, especially the FETISH there. Okay, and one other thing I want to bring up real quick is that soon I will be consolidating both my channels into one channel. That's all things Logic and all things GarageBand. It's just too much. It'll help my workflow. I want to focus on one channel instead of splitting my attention to two. Anyways, I'll be teaching GarageBand, Logic Pro. I'll be teaching all kinds of other stuff too. Vocal, tracking, all that good stuff. Guitars, bass, equipment, studio stuff, anything to do with studio. And the channel will be called Land of Haws Studios. So just know if you're subscribed to this, it will be changing over to that, okay? But I'll still be teaching a bunch of GarageBand stuff, a bunch of free plugins, all that good stuff, okay? So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm Jeremy Haws. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That leaves wide open. See you guys. Yeah.